Title: The girl said she was in pain. What he found beneath her dress shattered his reality forever. The night was heavy with the scent of rain and metal as Dr. Elias Vaughn locked the hospital gates behind him. The town was silent, far too silent for Friday. His shift had ended 3 hours late, and exhaustion dragged at his every step. He turned down the narrow road toward home when he heard it, soft sobbing carried by the wind. At first, he thought it was an echo from the drains, until a fragile voice whispered, "Please help me." Elias froze. The voice was that of a girl. He swung his flashlight toward the sound. The beam revealed a figure slumped against a rusted signpost. A girl in a torn gray dress, her hair stuck to her face with rain. She couldn't have been more than 16. Her bare feet were scraped raw, and she clutched her abdomen as if holding herself together. He knelt beside her. "You're hurt," he said softly. "Let me take you to the clinic." She shook her head violently. No, doctors." Her voice cracked like glass. "It hurts. Please, just help me." Her skin was pale, almost glowing beneath the streetlight, and her pulse raced beneath his fingertips. But what truly unsettled him were her eyes, silver gray, like liquid mercury, mirroring his own reflection. "What's your name?" Elias asked. "Law," she whispered. "Pleased it's spreading." "Spreading," he echoed. "What's spreading?" She didn't answer. Instead, she gripped his sleeve with impossible strength. "Don't let them find me." Before he could ask who, a low hum rolled through the air. The streetlights flickered, and his phone went dark in his pocket. The hair on his arms stood on end. Somewhere distant, something mechanical stirred, wings of metal slicing the rain. Elias scooped the girl into his arms. She was featherlight, and hurried home. By the time he reached his door, the storm had broken in full. He laid her on the couch, lighting candles when the power failed completely. Her breathing was shallow, her face ghostly pale. Determined to help despite her fear, he fetched his medical kit and rolled up her sleeve. He froze. Under her skin, faint silver veins pulsed like threads of living light, glowing with every heartbeat. "What in God's name?" he whispered. Law whimpered, curling tighter. "It's not supposed to happen here, the air, it's wrong." "What are you talking about?" Elias asked. Her eyes darted to the window. "They're coming. Please hide me." Before he could respond, the humming returned, louder this time, shaking the walls. Elias's breath hitched as streaks of blue light moved through the rain, search beams sweeping the trillion. He yanked the curtains shut and turned back to her. "Law, who's coming? Who are they?" "The keepers," she gasped. "They found me through the rift." Elias's mind reeled. "Rift? You mean another place?" Her reply was a scream. She clutched her abdomen, trembling violently. Something beneath her dress shifted, like light trapped under flesh. "You're going into shock," he said. "I have to see what's wrong." She shook her head, tears falling. "You'll think I'm a monster." "I'm a doctor," he said firmly. "I've seen worse." Her wide eyes pleaded. Then she nodded weakly. He lifted her dress just enough to see, and froze. Beneath her skin was no flesh, no wound, but light. Her abdomen split with faint seams glowing like molten silver, and inside, translucent threads pulsed like veins of energy. Tiny motes of radiance drifted within, like stars trapped in water. "Dear God," Elias breathed. "You're not human," she said softly. The truth hit him like lightning. "You're an alien." She flinched. "A runaway. I didn't want to be their weapon." Outside, the hum grew deafening. A white beam tore through the rain. "They'll take me back," she said, voice cracking. "They'll destroy your world to find me." Elias's heart pounded. "Then we'll stop them." "You can't." He glanced at the basement, the old storm shelter reinforced with lead. "Hide there. Now." He guided her downstairs and sealed the door. The air outside buzzed with static, lights flickered, then burst. The front door rattled, then fell silent. When he finally dared to breathe, only the rain remained. He descended to the basement. Law sat in the corner, her glow faint and trembling. They didn't find me, she murmured. No, Elias said softly. They didn't. If I stay, they'll come again. Then I'll protect you, he replied. For as long as it takes. Her silver eyes softened. You don't understand what you've witnessed tonight. Then show me, he said. She hesitated, then took his hand. Her skin was cool, alive with quiet power. Images flashed behind his eyes, towers of glass and light, floating oceans, a sky torn open by machines. He saw her people, radiant beings of energy, enslaved by their own creations. He gasped, pulling back. They'll destroy everything if they come here. She nodded, tears glimmering. That's why I ran. Thunder rumbled above. Silence settled between them. Finally, Elias stood. Then we hide you. And we prepare.
For what? She asked.
For when they come again, he whispered. Next time, Earth won't be helpless. Months passed. Rumors spread of strange lights, vanishing storms, and a doctor who disappeared without a trace. No one knew that beneath the old Vaughn farmhouse, two souls, one human, one not, worked in secret, building something born of light and hope, preparing for a war the world refused to believe in. And sometimes, when the night grew still, a faint glow leaked through the cracks of the earth. Silver light pulsing softly, like the heartbeat of something beautiful that refused to die. Elias sat across from La in the dim basement glow. The storm above had ended, but the metallic hum still lingered, faint but foreboding. Her light had dimmed to a soft shimmer. They'll come again, she whispered. The keepers never stop. Elias nodded, tightening the straps around a small cylindrical device, crafted from fragments of her energy. Then we'll be ready. You still don't understand, she said. If they find me, they'll burn your world to ash. You should have let me go. He met her silver gaze. You asked for help. I don't turn away from that. For a moment, silence hung between them. Two beings bound not by blood, but fate. Then the walls shuddered. A blinding pulse of light burst through the ceiling. La gasped, silver veins flaring bright. They've found us. Elias grabbed the device and pressed it into her hands. Use it. You said it could seal the rift. Tears streamed down her luminous cheeks. It will take me with it. He hesitated only a second. Then I'm going with you. She shook her head, touched his chest gently. You belong here, Elias. Tell them we weren't monsters.